Tory chiefs are said to have warned Theresa May that Jeremy Corbyn would end up as PM if she calls a snap general election. Some cabinet ministers are understood to be braced for an election sooner rather than later as the political crisis over Brexit gathers pace. But internal Conservative polling is said to suggest that the party could lose its grip on power if there was a poll now with Labour instead best placed to head up a rainbow coalition with the SNP and Lib Dems. Senior figures have also reportedly voiced alarm that the Tories are totally unprepared for a contest, with no up-to-date voting register, activists badly demoralised, and a backlash from middle-class Remainers putting heartlands at risk. The grim warnings emerged as Mrs May and Mr Corbyn again clashed bitterly over Brexit at PMQs.Mrs May's 2017 snap election campaign was branded the worst ever waged by the party and saw her stripped of her majority after losing a 20-point lead. The PM has repeatedly ruled out calling another snap election, and many Tory MPs fear they could lose their seats if she is still in charge when one happens, with Boris Johnson among those jockeying to take over. But others are becoming convinced an election is preferable to another EU referendum.One cabinet source told MailOnline. It's hard to see how this goes on much longer, even if the deal eventually goes through. The question is going to be whether she leads us into it. A Tory former minister said they believed an election was looking increasingly likely. They suggested it could be attractive for Mrs May because winning a national vote would banish the demons of her dire performance in 2017. According to analysis by centre-right think tank Onward and seen by The Sun, 40 of the 317 seats the Tories won in that election are held by a margin of 5% or smaller. There are 20 seats where the Conservatives have a margin of under 2.5%. 9 Tory MPs won with a majority smaller than 1%. Mr Corbyn needs to win 30 more seats for Labour to become the largest party in a hung parliament.